Well, the Supernova Music Festival was the scene of a shocking massacre at the hands of Hamas. Thousands of young people signed up for the festival beforehand but weren't told of the exact location until only a few hours before. It was Kibbutz Re'im, just kilometres away from the Gaza border. At least 260 people died and many more were taken hostage by Hamas militants. Joining me now is Peleg Orev, who was a barman at the festival during Saturday's attack. And Peleg, I understand that you have returned to that site.
Yes, today I was there.
And
Came back.
what is that at that site now?
Well, you still have the ruins of the cars and you can see the bullet holes everywhere in each car. Almost each car has, bullet holes all over. You can see that the cars were sacked. The sights are horrific.
And what can you tell us about the actual festival and what you saw as that attack happened?
The festival was amazing. The vibes, the people, revelers are mostly peaceful people that celebrate life. The sights were great up until in moments everything changed and the rockets started firing at us. It was the complete opposite of what the rave culture means and brings to this world.
So what was the moment? Can you describe the moment when you
That everything
realised,
happened.
the moment that you realised that you were under attack, essentially?
Well, we actually thought that everything is just, it's a normal rocket attack. Actually, unfortunately, we're used to it. But the moment we actually realized that stuff is different this time is when we understood that the fence has been breached and they were evacuating everybody out of the festival area. And we understood that all of the main roads were completely blocked by terrorists that were controlling them and shooting at people indiscriminately.
And Peleg, I understand from other reports from people that were at the festival that actually the terrorists were posing as police and blocking the road, which is quite normal when you're trying to manage traffic near a festival. Did you see that? Terrorists posing as police?
Well, luckily I didn't. I encountered only real police officers, but they have been able to murder so many people just because they have done so. They were controlling the road, they were posing as police officers, and people were stopping because of it, and they shot them dead.
So Peleg, explain to me, it's hard to explain sitting here in Sydney, but in that part of the world you see rocket attacks, and you described at the start of this interview you thought it was a normal rocket attack. I understand that because I have been to that part of the world, and rocket attacks can be quite regular. But at one point then the festival organisers have decided essentially that rocket attack was more severe than just a few missiles being lobbed across the border. So then decided to stop the festival. But then it was after that armed gunmen started storming the festival and stalking some of the partygoers. Is that what happened?
Well, I think the moment when the rockets started, then the festival was decided to, the organizer decided to close it off because because hey, okay, because of the shots, but we didn't know that there are breachings inside of the area. I think that wasn't what actually meant. That wasn't what stopped the festival. That the breachings. We didn't know at this part. It all started a bit later, and maybe that's what made them the massacre possible, because it all took a lot of time.
Peleg, how did you manage to escape?
Well, I think it was not sheer luck, but a lot of luck on the way. I got to the party area by, a different road, different dirt road, and when I was able to cut the traffic jam that was out of the festival area, thanks to that. And when we got to the fields at the other part of the road, because the real police officers were actually blocking the way, because they knew that tourists were controlling those places on the main road. We just got to the fields and we were able to get away, actually by foot. We had to ditch the car because they were controlling the roads themselves. So we walked by foot in a dry river gorge in order to make it hard for the tourists to follow us. We met a police officer in the middle of the way and we just got away. All through the time there are bombings, rockets in the air. You hear the gunshots. At some point, they were so close that you could actually differentiate the gunshots of the Kalashnikovs and the gunshots of the M16s. Luck, a lot of luck.
Well, we're glad you were lucky, Peleg. And we thank you for
Me
giving
too.
us your time this
Thank
morning.
you.
Really appreciate it. Let's keep in touch.
Thank you very much. Take care.
You too.